prediction before we start. I don't know, man, because it's like it's two different types of monsters. Like, is it really though? Is it really though? Because Pokemon got like some kind of humanoid monsters too. But I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! They got like I don't know, man. It's gonna be a hard one. Pokemon seems like it's like if it was Digimon, I feel like Digimon might outclass Yugi. As much as I love Pokemon, like it's my favorite one. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which one we gonna do, man. I don't know which one, but let's get the video started. No, I'm working with some new software here, so I just gotta make sure everything is you know what I mean. Everything is you know what I mean. And yeah, I gotta just make sure all my shit is correct. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this video out and let's see what's going on.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fly!
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Muto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills
That's
to find
true.
out who would win a death battle.
That is the biggest fucking thing on the playground.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom.
Commercial breaks, come on, y'all. We muting up so we don't get no kind of, you know what I mean? So just keep that in
newest
mind.
game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as
past all this.
Vampire Lord in this Survivor-like.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Gary.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
Ash has been
So
10
who
for
cooked him
25
up with the
years.
electric mouse, Pikachu? And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash
is
is
my
from,
favorite,
which
y'all.
often differs from the original games that
All of
inspired
this.
it.
I'm for all
Ash is
of this.
equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll
I gotta get
regret
snacks.
it.
Hold
Even
on.
ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for OHKOing flamboyant thieves in air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when
Hell no,
Pikachu
it
shot
don't.
himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
Right. What the fuck?
Somehow they used thunder as a super armor.
Pikachu
He even
is
learned
a
how to
G,
deflect
y'all.
attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast,
I'm
Pikachu
not
has
even lying.
intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types
Damn,
like
how did I just
Bulbasaur
do
and
this,
Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a frickin' Latios. You my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokédex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly
Ash got a strong
You
team.
want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he
Bro, y'all, Pokemon physics is so crazy. Like, how's this nigga Ash like that fucking strong? How's this nigga Ash like? Somebody tell me that. And he been 10 for 25 years. So would that make him like 35? That's crazy work, y'all. Go on.
wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep,
Okay.
that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia.
Who's Ash's strongest Pokemon? Me biasly, I'm gonna say Pikachu because he literally ignores all like effect damage. This nigga can knock out a ground type with like Thunderbolt. We've seen it. Let's continue.
Is Garchomp.
A Mega
I ain't
would
gonna pause
have
that
been
much,
handy
y'all.
at
I
the
just gotta
Safari
say it.
Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he
This nigga
keeps
caught 30 times?
hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase.
So is
but
this
there's
not a
catch.
Mega
Ash
Evolution?
shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal
Nigga said
Gardevoir can
random
conjure
ones.
black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Wow.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no,
That's true.
Greninja still lost to his Charizard after
Right.
only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken?
No
Get
way.
your type charts right, poor kids.
No
Boomstick
way,
4
facts.
Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hide you, Gengar.
Y'all, this is crazy. Like with every man, I don't know who's gonna win exactly. Like I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. I don't know though. It seems like all of those things are not enough for like three-headed fucking giant dragons that can like you know what I mean? Like niggas riding dragons and shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Like these niggas got all kind of shit. So it's like, y'all, it could be a good one. Actually knock it out of the box. Here we go.
Or even swallows him up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt. This rainbow lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that
Ash
monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time.
That's the
And
thing about
Dialga
it.
literally
Legendaries
controls
change the
the
game.
concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to
watched
new
this live.
bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked away it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Greatest show of all time. Greatest show of all
If
time.
you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the
Ash.
threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince, Lost Across Time, and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil, and in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy
no,
kid
this was
that
good
helped
too,
run
though.
his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while
I've never
doing so.
understood this.
He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play
Let me let
a
him cook. Let me
shadow
let him cook.
game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him
Kaiba, my
down the
favorite.
only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, look at these monsters compared to Pokemon. Like, Pokemon look, you know what I'm saying? It looks a little like, you know what I'm saying? PG-13 compared to these monsters. These motherfuckers look crazy. Like, these motherfuckers look wild. Hold
peels
on.
away spirits.
Let's go.
Can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and
I
Yami
hate
were
Joey.
ready for anything.
I hate
Because
Joey
Yugi
so bad,
had a
dog.
great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exotic Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls, Freaky Friday style, just each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his...
That's what I'm saying, because only like legendary Pokemon could do damage like this. Like, you pick the weakest Yu-Gi-Oh monster up against the like a Pokemon or average Pokemon, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna put up a good fight. It's probably most likely win. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think so. This shit is crazy.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Roth, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
This game,
bro, I'm telling y'all straight up.
You're not ready for it.
They used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, as much as I wanted magic to black burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
See what I mean?
Mid-tier cards
How
aren't
they go
pushovers.
in?
Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
What?
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! The rules stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card
Yeah,
he
that's
needs isn't just
kinda
luck.
cheating.
It's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of screw you, I win.
Mom,
No
Fixing
kidding,
me,
for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that the be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Best show
The
of all
Battle
time.
of the Millennium is
Like,
about to
that's what I'm
start, but we
saying.
wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
All right,
That's
y'all.
right. This message is
We gonna
sponsored
go
by
to-
Raycon. By Christmas, because great.
What? Cold opening already. Oh shit, y'all. Come on, Pikachu. Pikachu gonna mop Dark Magician, bro.
You okay, Pikachu?
Okay, Lucario, Sceptile,
Horse
Crocodile.
tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have
Oh,
Lightning
shit.
Blade and Excalibur to boost my
Okay.
attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Celtic Guardian.
Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone
Where's
else,
Charizard?
back him up.
Gengar. Pikachu will mop Dark Magician.
Thunderbolt!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face
Hit us
down
need to go.
card. Rise! Dimension Space!
Good shit, Crocodile. Oh no.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought
Ash,
them
you
all,
better get right.
Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Why? Okay, he got everybody. Okay, bet.
Charizard! I
Yes,
choose
sir.
you!
Oh no. Repo? What about a Cineroar? This is incredible. Yes, sir. That Mega Evolution was anti-climatic. It was not. It was just like a transformation. Oh shit! I forgot about.
Aha!
Oh nah. This is fucking nuts. Oh shit, is this Gengar? Yes sir, it is. they fighting Yugi now? Come on, y'all. Okay, come on.
sorry,
this is what it
partner.
is right here.
Don't worry, it's my turn now.
I knew it. You can't fuck with Ash, bro. Oh my gosh,
great
they
name,
would
but your
come
voice
and
doesn't
fuck
quite
it up,
match.
y'all. Ash got this in the bag. It just seemed like he got it in the bag, y'all.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Oh shit. Yeah, we already defeat Dark
Who's
Magician.
that Pokemon?
Haruxi, goddess of light! This
Oh,
is it!
nah, this nigga-
Magicians, flash burning magic! Haruxi, Joser!
Come on, so good. Does that work on Pokemon?
Pikachu, let's finish this.
Let's go, Pikachu.
Together!
He's gonna get it right. Look at this shit.
10 million Fireballs!
He's the greatest, bro. He's the greatest of all time.
You activated my trap card!
What?
Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Oh, nah, that's crazy. Yugi cheated again, bro. Cheated again. Nah. Hell nah.
That was an awesome duel,
What?
Ash.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. They gotta explain this. Guys,
My childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But
Okay.
Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even
Right.
Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and
I don't
using
know.
the environment to
Strategy,
win.
Ash
Even
is
machines
alright.
cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and
has
surprising foes
two
with
souls,
so-called
nigga.
weak
That's two
cards.
different
Both
people.
could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability. Style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound,
So-
Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the
Man,
cards
yo,
is real,
yo.
and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with American Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba
They
and
flawed
Ka,
you now.
his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby guts. Punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call,
Okay.
but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
nah,
So
that's
it
still
all
not
comes
strategy,
down
though.
to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However,
This is what I think
Yugi's
Ash
can
would
rain
do.
down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so, the longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Muto.
Nah, man. Nah, bruh. Okay, y'all. So in closing, I wanted Ash to win, but I always thought Yugi's monsters was gonna be too hard for that nigga to beat. Like it just like you get what I'm saying? Like they raining down meteors and blowing up galaxies and shit. Like so I don't know about Yugi beating the strat. It seems like as far as Yugi's strategy, it seems like it was more just like the Millennium Puzzle, like doing everything for this nigga. He was good with the cards, but Ash is good with like adjusting on the fly type of shit. So I feel like it should have been like on some even shit. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Follow me on Twitch, Bryte Plays, YouTube, Bryte Plays, Instagram, Bryte Plays. Y'all come check me out. Peace. I'll holler at y'all, and I'll be back. Next time I'll be back for some gameplay. We'll see.